Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I don't know so boy, we're just getting here representing for First Sports TV, and we're back with a long overdue video. Tonight on the panel we got Sports with Greg, Nicholas like Cage, and Shane Kirby himself.
Speaks to me.
Yes. And a lot to discuss tonight. No, unfortunately, it's not the Premier League we are talking about or club football, but more like on the international side. A lot we discuss, so we're not gonna itch. We're gonna start off over here in CONCACAF. We already know that Jamaica outright is Costa Rica to the playoffs, US, Canada, and Mexico. First time in what, 30 years, 36 years, something like that for Canada.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and they have a bunch of young players that are fighting. So we expect them to we expect to let go, bro. You understand what I mean? I just
It was written in the skies.
huh?
It was written in the skies. From
Yeah,
World Cup, we kind of see what going.
yeah. So I think we kind of see and know say they was gonna take up on that spot. Looking at it though, it was interesting because I thought Panama right throughout them play some of my best football, and towards the end, you know what I mean, them just speed away, and Costa Rica just forward their piece of farm and grab the playoff spot. You know what I mean? Ultimately, obviously, we are Jamaicans who are to Jamaica for Mickey, and I thought that we'd have been looking at like probably a playoff spot. You know what I mean? Or probably third. You know what I mean? But wasn't supposed to be. You know what I mean? So it's just is what it is.
Yeah.
Actually, like the Canadian national team, the guy named Kyle Larin, he's actually Jamaican. His brother was my teammate and my roommate when I was in college. Like so, I actually got to meet him, brother, real down to it, real Jamaican and stuff. And it was good to see that, like, he's actually he has one of the most goals in the World Cup qualifier, sitting on like I think 13 or 12 goals. Where Jamaica is concerned, I feel like I'm I'm impressed with the team in some format, in some ways, when I really look at the team. But then when it get down to certain stuff, certain aspect of the team, when we have to talk about Damian Lowe, which is one of the major problem in the team. When we talk about Powell, which is one of the other major problem in the team. But you know what? In the later end, we see the team actually pick up and improve. I really wish Leon did get the opportunity to play with Antonio. I feel that Revolve really step up into the plate and show him talent and stuff. I really wish he was younger. But the coming years, I really want to see more from the national team, especially Leon. And if Antonio is able to play again, Antonio and also Revolve.
Greg, you want to go first or you want me?
Antonio, who is it?
Antonio, Leon, and Revolve.
Ravel.
Oh, Rafael.
Ravel Maris.
Oh, man, I wonder who you talk.
Not Revolve.
Rafael is how much? About 28, 29?
28.
Yeah.
If he can manage to stay fit, because the next World Cup gonna be in 3.5 years time after this one.
Ravel can be the senior man in the team.
To be the senior man in the team though, you gotta be disciplined enough with the players.
Not necessarily. But he not necessarily have to be a starter. He may be the one with that experience.
No, listen, yeah, but to be that player, you gotta be somebody that's disciplined and players actually look up to you. Based on Ravel's track, I don't know if he's gonna be that player that young players are gonna look up to.
Yes, I was skeptical about the whole thing from the get-go, but him sure a lot of professionalism when he play for Jamaica. Him not don't play nobody, him play him.
Yeah, and the feel is different, but I mean, you're saying you're gonna bring him on not necessarily as a starter, but to be that influence in the dressing room. We don't know But anyways, the kid Kyle Larin, I didn't even know that he was Jamaican. I remember him when he was at Orlando in the MLS. That's where I actually knew him from, you know.
Yeah.
And when they just joined the MLS, he was one of their best players. It was him and Kaka up there. That's before they got Nani. So that's where I know him from. And he used to score quite a bunch of goals. I don't know where he's right now. I didn't even realize he's not in the MLS again. But the first game of the qualifiers I saw Canada, I was like, whoa. I mean, apart from Jonathan David and Davis, they don't have the big name players that jump out that Mexico has or USA has. But as a team, they look way better than Mexico and USA when you see them play. You know, they actually played both teams off the park when they played them. So I'm not surprised that they qualified. I mean, I actually expected them to qualify before. And this beating that they beat Jamaica, I mean, I'm not disappointed about that either because, for one, it wasn't our strongest team, you know, and like I said, with the way how Canada is playing, like Shane said, Panama actually was playing good stuff. I was expecting Panama to be one actually in the top three because this Costa Rica team that finished fourth, I mean, we got Costa Rica to beat them in Costa Rica and was reckless and gave away that game. What was it? Late in the game, they equalized?
Yeah,
we were leading.
Costa Rica scored within the first 2 minutes of the game.
Oh,
no,
so
but the match was 1-0.
Yeah, the game was 1-0.
Costa Rica first score. As the game started, Costa Rica started.
Which game did we take the lead against them? We took the lead against them in one of the games.
No, we get 1-0 stadium, and at Costa Rica, I draw 1-0, and Costa Rica score within the first 2 minutes of the game.
Okay. But, man. Sure Costa Rica score first in that game?
Yes, bro. Like the first.
Yeah, because Antonio scored later off in the game. I think that's the goal. Antonio scored, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, I don't think Antonio scored.
Antonio wasn't in the squad when we played them down in Costa Rica. But Costa Rica to me didn't play nothing. They were, they look like.
It's Travis Boza scored. Travis Boza scored.
Yeah, but them and even El Salvador look better than Costa Rica, if you ask me. So I was surprised because, like I said, we were supposed to beat Costa Rica. We were supposed to beat Honduras. Panama, I'm not surprised they beat us because, not the scoreline that they beat us at the stadium. You know, probably at their home. But the way Panama been playing since not this last Gold Cup, the one before, they look like a team. Just like Canada, they don't have a bunch of stuff, just like a team. But yeah, no surprises really with the top three teams that made it through.
All right. The Panama game where you speak of, Greg, the first one at stadium. I think that's the game where Tapa hold up him and say a film fault we start. 8 new players who never played together yet. Remember him say that was film fault for that game there. When Panama give it 3-0. But saying this and saying
that was a bad performance. That was like a watershed moment.
Yeah. I also support the narrative say it should have been Panama. I would rather it been Panama. First and foremost, missing Costa Rica in the Gold Cup. Jamaica should have beat Costa Rica at the Gold Cup and twice in a qualifying, if you ask me. It was unfortunate in all the games, if you ask me. The one at town when we play a good 45 minutes and we just couldn't score. And somehow, hopefully going forward, we leave Andre Gray at England and don't call him back.
He's awful. He's awful.
Bojo, it was the El Salvador game that we gave away the equalizer late, 98 minute equalizer. After
Antonio came on and scored. Antonio scored the 82nd minute, and I think them equalized like
90 plus, yeah.
Yeah. But we mismanaged the campaign, we mismanaged the squad. Like too much chop and change, even at Gold Cup. We still could have confirmed and say, yes, this is our strongest team. We still try experiment. We see them bring what the kid from Hull Kevin Stewart. We bring him on in the Costa Rica game, and his first contribution was to give the man a penalty. You know, me think we had a good crop of players, but like Antonio say, we mismanage the thing. Like, no, we don't have an identity. The man them not play together enough to know themselves, to know them teammates rather. You know, we mismanage the whole thing. I think Mexico they are gonna be runaway winners with the leading as far as the CONCACAF group. You know, that's what I thought initially. And Panama after the 3-2 game with Jamaica, me did actually say one Panama for go through. When you want to go to the World Cup, those are the type of performances you put in. And them drop the ball. Costa Rica is a old. Most of them players old are the key members to them team. But I can say this though. Surprisingly, them have one of the better defensive records in the tournament. I don't know how. Bunch of old cats, yo. And I don't know if you remember the whole thing with Brian Ruiz. In play against Jamaica with COVID and no sanction, no penalty, nothing. That's the next reason why I did want Panama go through to. Costa Rica get scotch free and them use COVID. A player that was tested positive for COVID.
Yeah. It's not a good look. I think at this point we just have to look forward, Bojo. You know what I mean? It's a disappointed campaign, but we just have to look forward. And to be fair, the last two performances that Jamaica put in, I have seen good things. I have seen Leon Bailey look some semblance of the good player he is. And look like he's freed up. Look like he can really create 3 teams. He look very good. In my
honestly,
opinion,
I said it on the blog. I said it. I'm like, if Jamaica did sorry for cut you off. I'm saying it on the blog. If Jamaica did have a goal scorer, Leon could have get at least 7 assists in this window. Easily.
No, it's that change of approach. I think there has been a change of approach in terms of trying to go forward. I think Ravel has looked good. You know what I mean? So I like how the team look just going forward. They have things to build on. They have young players, you know what I mean, new players committing to them. So they can farm, again, try to farm a team, you know what I mean, of about 15, 16 players going forward and try to develop a team and see how can work out for, you know what I mean, World Cup, etc. things forwarding up. But I think all is not lost, as they say. You know what I mean? The team finally look all right. Although it's too late, you know? Go ahead, Greg.
All right, so my thing is, I don't know if the players that play this window and some players that were missing. All right. Throughout the qualifiers, I think I would probably have to go back and check through, but we use at least 35 different players throughout the qualifiers. You know, if you see somebody like Pinnock, I doubt Pinnock played 4 games. You know, he was our best defender for the qualifiers. Kemar Roof scored, and then we didn't see him the next window.
Kemar was hurt, yeah.
But I see him playing for Rangers.
Yeah, but when we just come back in January, like Kemar was hurt. Kemar was injured. But I don't know what the
I see him play for Rangers because me check them or something there.
Oh,
see
yeah,
him play for Rangers like the weekend before before international break. Me see him play for Rangers.
For this window, what just gone?
Not this window.
No, I'm not talking about for just this. This window, me stop. I mean, this window, me stop follow everything, Bojo. This window, me just watch the games. Me not follow nothing deep like me now when it would. Just watch the games. If we get the chance.
Conversation surrounding Roof that he was injured.
All right, let me continue. The kid Blair Turgot. Bell the left back. Bell played like probably 3 or 4 games. Wasn't playing bad, but then he was out of the squad. You see me? The central midfielder, Grant Grant only played a few games, was playing good, then he was out of the squad. So there was a lot of chopping and changing. Now, my thing is, I don't know if this is down to the JFF, if it's JFF that calls the players they want for that window, or if it's down to the coaches. You know, because if it's down to the coaches, then both Tapper and Paul Hall mess up big time with someone who then call up. If it's down to JFF, then I'm not really surprised.
Greg,
go ahead, Bojo.
Remember answer and then I can continue. So what Speed say is them create the pool of players and the coach or the manager select from the pool.
But brother, I mean, we had the Gold Cup to if you want to practice then, our scrimmage and call it over here to see who your best 11 was. We had a few games in the Gold Cup, you know, and then you're coming into qualifier and you're still chopping and changing, even at the do or die stages of qualifiers.
Yeah,
you're still trying. You're still experimenting.
But some of your best players didn't go play in a Gold Cup. And some of English-based players never forward anyway. You know what I mean? Like Antonio never forward.
And some of them never get them passport either.
Exactly.
Well, so, that's
Antonio never get passport until after the Gold Cup.
Exactly. So you always. I knew. That's what I was saying, that them should use it as try to get them best team together in a Gold Cup. But seeing that most of them quote unquote best players wasn't playing in a Gold Cup, I already knew that was going to be an issue.
All right, but the thing is, all right, so I can understand Roof and Antonio not having their passports before. Somebody like Liam Moore had his passport before. Liam Moore, other than Pinnock, Liam Moore was our best available centre back. Liam Moore played, if Liam Moore played this window, the next window he wasn't called. And Liam Moore had his passport.
Well,
you see me?
Liam Moore never play Gold Cup.
But that's what I'm saying. Sure, the qualifiers, like some of the windows, he wasn't called.
No, one of the windows him did injure. I don't know about the other time.
To add to what you're saying, Shane, that you know some of the English players, I understand, you know, players want to go pre-season, but you see, once you had your passport, it's an international window. You don't have no excuse. You see me? If you want to represent your country so bad, if you're not willing to come for the tournament, as long as it's FIFA sanctioned, then to hell with you. Use what you have.
Yeah, but
it doesn't make sense.
You said
the next game you have a different squad. It doesn't make sense. Nobody now get for jail together.
Yeah, Greg, you said that no, but if Tepanen play Mikel Antonio and never bring in people like Antonio, then everybody would have cursed and say, "Oh, look, my one of the top scorers in the Premier League, you now play him, and you can play him." So it's it's one of those.
That's why Butchers say Antonio never have a passport. So that's what I'm saying. I can understand the passport.
If it's Pinnock, it's the same thing. I mean, whoever it was, if you never have the full complement,
Pinnock stay for pre-season.
Yeah, but then even when he was available, then how much games we call Pinnock for? I mean, I talk about when he injured, because I remember when he was out for Brentford, so that was quite understandable. And like I said, you name Bell. I mean, Bell just disappears, so I will continue to use Taxi. Don't get me wrong, Taxi a good baller, but to me the kid Bell was better than him.
I mean, Lawrence has been a good player for you, and a good servant for the Jamaica national team. So
I want to top a soldier that.
Exactly. So that he's gonna play.
Turgot was our best player in Gold Cup, and
them call him for the first round of game, and I think him come on in one of the game, and that was it. Him not get the next call. The man one time I see the man score. I think him score 4 goals in a one game. And I say, all right, Turgot I go get call, and them not call Turgot. And that's a man like in the Gold Cup. Turgot was one of the better player them. Turgot sacrificed him offensive side of the game just to help out on defense.
Yeah, he's like
we
he's not
keep, we
necessarily
keep
a winger.
on,
He's like a left midfielder. So
we
that's why he was
keep
playing
on,
both sides of the game.
and we keep on a top. Well, no, we Tapa keep on insist to play Bobby Reed, and Bobby Reed did nothing for us in the whole campaign. Bobby Reed did absolutely nothing. Nothing him not do. Him not offer nothing in none of the game them.
Quick to
And it's a ball that
interject.
we like. We rate the ball.
Yeah.
I think after him scored a goal there, and then him get sick from COVID.
Brother,
I don't
when the
know
man get COVID, that was it. Cause
Yeah,
even
you
in
get-
a Gold Cup, him get US for kill off US.
Yeah, and
And-
him kick it over bar.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like,
Anyway, I mean, again, we could go on about this Jamaican team for all night, but I think at this point we have to look forward, honestly.
All
You
right,
see,
yeah.
we're-
And I
you know-
mentioned that. Forward thinking, Shane. Question. You know, agree or approve. Well, Paul Hall hasn't been appointed full time yet. But if him get the job, you know, approve so far from the game what they want to see. You know, think Paul Hall is the one to bring forward.
I mean, I think it all
Yeah.
come back down to the. It all
Well,
come back
well,
down.
well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nick. What I'll be quick, honestly. What I'll say is this, right? So the idea is that we don't have the money. Apparently, JFF don't have the money to get a quote unquote big name. But I look at what he's done. I look at how the team have played. They look like in one for attack. Look like again, I don't know. I mean, I know in credentials. You understand? I mean, like you brothers would, but it look like saying have something about him. Somebody just
He
give
got
him
a pro license.
exactly. So I would give him the job full time. You know what I mean? For no, I mean we're not really doing that much right now. You know what I mean?
So
I
what
would give
about
him-
what about your favorite coach?
who? 'Cause I have a lot of favorite coaches as you well know.
Mr. Moore.
Huh?
Mr. Moore.
Then no, not I don't know about that right now. I think the fear thing right now is to give Paul Hall the job. You know what I mean? Give him the job and see how it work out, Buju. You know,
All right, but mind you, this is a man with no first team experience. He has never been like the manager or the head coach before. Him just overstudied a youth team.
mhm. But yeah,
So basically, him a learn on the job.
Neither has Mikel Arteta. I mean,
yeah, you know what? Yeah, the idea is that you're not going to do it until you get a chance to do it.
Pep before he got the Barca job was La Masia coach. You know, all heap of them. Now, the reason I would give him at least because what's coming up next for CONCACAF? Will there be Nations League in the summer?
Nations League, and we in a group A with US and Mexico, all of the big boy them.
Yeah, League A, not Group A, League A. So we're in a League A in a Nations League. I would give him at least the Nations League, and next summer, if it's a Gold Cup or Nations League, give him that as well. So at least a year and a half contract to prove himself. If it's not working out, if it's not working out, don't marry to the situation like we did with Tapa, because I mean JFF.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Greg.
I think that's what JFF did. I mean, they knew that Tapa wasn't their person, their man, but they were still hanging on to hope. You see me?
Yeah, but
one probably they were being cheap. I don't know, but you know they should have. I mean, if you ask me, when Tapa got sacked, I wouldn't have better to sack him then, because it was mission impossible for Paul Hall to come in and qualify the team at that stage. I mean, if you were gonna if you were gonna try to get the team qualified at that stage, it would have to be a well-experienced coach, somebody who knows how to do that, how to pull a rabbit out the hat. You know, probably like Sam Allardyce. I'm sorry.
I think that again, the watershed moment for a lot of people was the Panama game, and they still continue to persist. You know what I mean? Panama game, because we was beaten like we're beaten at home in in a campaign that promised so much. We really looked at like, yeah, we never know if we play football.
Yeah, like
Panama,
TV ball would have
Alright.
said beat and teach. Man, I know just beat with them. Teach with all game too.
that was the
Alright,
that was the
Shane.
watershed moment, you know.
Shane, me glad you mentioned that. Promising times, right? See, Mambi comment and say we need better players. You think we had enough or have enough talent?
Yeah.
We
We
should have
had
at
enough
least
talent. We had enough talent. It's just the money we put on to play. As I said, like there was just a
The
lot.
pool we have now to select from, I think so.
You get myself,
Nah, man,
Buju, like I
Probably,
still.
all right, listen, probably two more central midfielders, but the front forward line that we have, also, even though Maria Blake, I think they need to give another goalkeeper a chance. Push Blake.
Dylan
Some.
Bond.
Blake has been sloppy the latter part of qualifiers. You know, they need to let Blake realize that there is competition.
He's not super Blake no more.
Well,
I mean,
he makes good save,
Well,
but-
he did come up with a big save against Costa Rica. He saved a penalty.
yes, but the thing is like distribution is poor. Like sometimes you know the tech, like in the kickball, them out to start attack, and then they go, and I'm like, yo, like do they do that? Like you don't have to. I feel be way better, especially if you're trying to knock the ball long. So it's like things like that. You're absolutely right. Subtle things in that game. It's not up to where a top level keeper should be. You know, and yeah, it seems like he can drop the ball, like he's just comfortable sometimes. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be averse to it. He's the best keeper in that country, no doubt about it.
But,
Yeah,
well, we haven't gotten a chance to see Dylan Barnes in goal for us yet, so we don't even know.
He get couple games.
he played in the game that we lost.
Not even playing a Canada game.
No, he wasn't the one that played. I think it was when we played. Was it Panama that we lost? I think it was like 4-0.
Barnes keep, man. I can't remember the game.
I
But
think
me
that
see
was
him play in the Costa Rica game, the last game in a Gold Cup.
But one of the things that I want to touch on, you were speaking about pertaining to the midfield, right, Greg? And I felt like our midfield looks solid when we have Antonio Grant in the midfield with Speedy. I feel like that was the best our midfield looked when we were playing. The changes that are being made within the team, I just feel like it was very unnecessary. You spoke about Togar. I felt like he did really good. Exceptional in the Gold Cup. He's a very amazing player and he's very technical and stuff, right? But as you said, leading up to the World Cup, like we weren't seeing much of him. While I was seeing Flemings, and Junior Fleming was not contributing to the team at all. It was actually killing the team. I feel like they need to do some shifting within the team. And yeah, people always have said Jamaica make it with the local players and all of that. That was one thing. The local players, them today, they're not technical enough to be playing on that at that level. I'm playing with these.
Nick, hold on. Me no want to cut you, but
Yeah.
me hear the statement there and it just every time I hear it, it's like what my chip liquor or something.
Okay.
No. Well, I know. You see, when the US mention them players, is a US player. Why is Uncle Jamaica say local based player or the English based player? Why not Jamaicans?
Yeah, Buju, but I keep telling you, what's the highest level of football these Jamaicans are playing in? They're playing in Jamaica. There's college team we can spot will literally dominate Jamaican Premier League team. College team. So what may I try to say is we need to pick sense out of nonsense. Yeah, all I will love Jamaican stuff, but Jamaican football is not at the highest level. So all you want these players to come against.
But Nick, well, Anna. Well, Nick. Jamaica is not a professional league we're in Jamaica, to be honest. It's like a semi-pro league. You see, when we have the one and few good players, them get sell or transfer onto bigger and better things, That's why you really not have that much quality players are playing at the RSPL, JPL.
But my
Buju,
side to
when
you
can I
saying
play
Buju,
Span Jamaica?
but what may I try to emphasize with you is, all right, Jamaica do have a structure
Wallet.
with football, so where football is concerned, right? There's no structure, there's no academy, there's nothing to teach these players, right? You remember when I was young and I lived in Florida, you remember when I used to play travel football, right? And when we used to come out of the park and you see how them there, them a work with it, them a teach you like of a control, of a pass, of a make long pass, of a dribble, of a correctly kick the ball, right? There's none of that structure in Jamaica. So all you want these guys, most of these guys in Jamaica, they're literally guys. They're literally guys who play a scrimmage and play a ball and then them go to school. Remember, Alex Marshall come from over me, come from Gortuka, right? Buba, the whole of them, not for the youth them when you see the judges, them live in a mind scheme, right? Where are they now? We need to put sense out of nonsense.
Hold on. Can I
And
say
we can't
something?
say Leon is a local player because Leon is not a local player. But continue. Continue.
I'm glad you called Georges. Have you seen Georges play football? When you go say there's no structure, you call the right team, brother.
And I was speaking about academy and travel.
Huh?
I was speaking about academy and travel football. There's none of that in Jamaica. And if there are, they're not as technical as the one them overseas.
Come on, you don't expect it to be. We don't have the money to pump in it like
and that's why I stated earlier. It doesn't make like my understanding. No one the player them at Jamaica get them shine and stuff, brother. But at least, brother, we have a big sense out of nonsense.
No. What Buju was saying, Buju never said are the Jamaican players get called. You know, he was saying, why are you addressing the overseas-based players as overseas-based? Why not just the Jamaicans? That was Buju's argument.
No, but the argument.
When America is talking, when USA is talking about their players in Germany, but German-born players are English-born players. They don't say English-based or German-based. They say American players. So that's what we say Jamaican when we are addressing them.
But the topic when I try to touch on is like a lot of Jamaican use this, right? Where they say Jamaica need to stop call these international players, these overseas players, and stick with the Jamaican players because whatever take place when Jamaica get qualified, I'll be a Jamaican players that were on the team. Wrong or right? Because you guys have heard this.
Wrong.
There
were at least 7 English players on that squad.
Okay. But I'm going off of the conversation.
In the starting lineup, there was Fitzroy Simpson, Paul Hall, Dean Burton.
Yeah.
I'm going off.
Both strikers didn't start because Robbie Earl started.
All right, and I'm asking you, Greg. You never hear these conversations where people stated that Jamaica need to stop go for these players overseas and try to work with the local players.
Yeah, regular people who don't know football say it all the time.
All right, then, and my comment to that is it doesn't make sense for that because are we gonna compete with a team like US? We have players who are playing for Chelsea, have players who are playing for Juve, have players who are playing at Germany. Or are we gonna ever compete?
Even like Buju said, even when our players get good, they go overseas. I mean, Kareem Paris, Norman Campbell, Tariq Magee, you know, all the players that we want to see in the squad right now.
Magee haven't been playing.
Shamar Nicholson, all right, Shamar Nicholson, he's now in Russia playing. You know, players like those players. So we're always going to be calling for players from overseas to come play for the team.
It's true.
Whether or not they grew up there, or they grew up in England or whichever foreign country and are neutralized citizens, they are still going to be playing overseas. You're not going to find, the league is not at the level right now where you probably have 2 players that are going to be playing the Jamaican Premier League that if we qualify for the World Cup goes there. Even if they're Jamaican born and bred, they're not going to be staying in Jamaica for too long. We're just going to come to that conclusion.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I don't have any problem with players that leave the country and go overseas to play for a bigger team.
Yeah.
My thing is like Jamaican football is not that at that level.
It's not at the level, and they don't have the I'll try to
resource. I know you said the resource. They don't
have the resources, and I don't think the resources, and they don't have the coaches, and I think that the JFF have dropped the ball over the years. So these are those things that, again, if we talk about this, we can then go back and forth all night talking about the ills of Jamaican
Okay,
football.
we shall move on.
Honestly, it's depressing, and it's just better we just move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Shall we?
Well, so just something. I just want to address that real quick. They play a different kind of ball overseas. You notice except for the last 3 games, where it's Leon turn up. You notice and Antonio whenever he played. You notice most of the players them that are playing good for their clubs. Whenever they put on the black, green, and gold, they look like a black tea out there play ball. I mean, honestly, the black tea now watching.
The black now watching.
I wouldn't say that, Greg. I wouldn't say that.
All right.
Besides Bobby Reid, because Bobby Reid should not be on the team. Besides Bobby Reid, everybody else, whether it's Daniel Johnson or Anthony Grant, played well.
Anyway, so carry on. We don't have time for you continue on Jamaica. 35 minutes, Pando.
I will tell you, right there, sir.
Let's stay up on this side, I go.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna talk. We don't want to talk about Brazil ranked number 1 now. We don't want to talk about that, right?
No, let's go. Let's just go.
All right. So all right, Colombo. So Peru it is. I did want Colombia actually. Forgot about Peru it is to the playoffs, right? Peru play. Is it Asia? Are the Asian?
I don't know yet. I think we will know after June, right?
Oh, hold on, I have it. Hold on. I have it.
Oh, the thing we post earlier have it? Because remember, there's still a European game to play now.
All right, them are going to play either Australia or
UAE.
Australia or UAE.
So that's AFC, Asia. Okay, so that means CONMEBOL gonna play who? I mean, that means CONCACAF gonna play who then?
New Zealand.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about them. I didn't even remember the Oceania was a group.
Yeah. So Peru versus UAE are Australia.
And those games gonna be
Brazil, Argentina. Huh?
Ecuador.
Them surprised me, to be honest.
Oh.
So is it Brazil, Argentina, Ecuador,
Uruguay, Suarez,
and Uruguay. Okay.
Any comments, thoughts? I mean, Brazil and Argentina did qualify from long time still.
Yeah. They may even still have a game to play. The game that was called off because of the Argentines with COVID that came through their airport. So that game still has to be played, but not of any significance. Suarez delivered. Not the
him actually. Go on.
Not the Tuesday game, but in November when they were in 7th, them send out a message in our WhatsApp group and say them are qualified and he score 3 goals in 4 or 4 goals in 3, something like that, and help dig them out, because at one point Colombia and even Chile were looking better than them. Chile team need to revamp now. I mean, that
the
team,
golden era pass.
I mean, that team wasn't even good, bro. They just had heart. If you ask me,
I wouldn't say that. That's a brave statement. I'm not gonna say that.
Brother, then they are on Bagabala. Even Sanchez was just a workaholic. Vidal was just a workaholic. Medel, they was workaholics. They didn't have any skilled players.
That is crazy for you to say.
Players that
Vidal, I mean, Vargas. I mean, come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta give Edu Vargas that. He showed up for his players. Edu Vargas in a club football is missing. I mean, yeah, Vidal, but even when they won the last Copa Shane, like Vidal wasn't really playing nothing. He was just stealing that midfield. And like I said, Sanchez too, I mean, they don't have any players that when opposing defenders see them, they tremble and say, oh, snap. Like when you see a Uruguay, and even though Uruguay might not be the one of the best squad, but all right, they have Cavani and Suarez up front. So you got to be wary of them. I mean, like I said, Chile just play rugged football and get the job done. And they had a coach built for that, Sampoli. You notice after he left, things started going downhill for them. So, not too surprised about them not making it. Colombia though, Colombia have a bunch of stars, bro. Colombia have some really good players all over the place. People like Zapata, the one at Liverpool right now, Diaz.
Luis Diaz. Yeah.
They have good players. Cuadrado still a drop ball, but unfortunately they can't get it together. You say you're surprised with Ecuador. Ecuador, like Chile, continues to play, team ball. They play as a team. And I think that's what brings them through. But from that South America group, actually I expect even Peru, if they go through, to perform at the World Cup by Ecuador.
They didn't do good at the last World Cup. Them get slapped. Them get slapped at the last World Cup. So let's just hope better.
Well, they're back,
Who that? Who are last World Cup?
Mr. Peru gets. I don't remember that happening.
No, Peru didn't they get they got I think France beat them.
Bro,
and they beat France a very
Peru
good
got
game.
slapped. Cause remember, even them captain, when name the striker, him did injure, so them did miss him dearly. Them get slapped in a one game, man. Them never make it past the first round.
Yeah, but them play well. That's what I'm saying. I remember them playing France, and France only beat them like 1-0.
Yeah, they did good.
We go find it until now. Remember them get slapped.
They are always a good team.
Onto the candy stripe. Zin, me hear this. Me say to Greg earlier. I forgot when me hear it say Argentina is a number of games beaten, like 27 or something like that. And leading up to the World Cup, me know this is strange for say, but I rather them lose a game. Me know want them going at the World Cup with the pressure there. Say, oh, they have lost this in so much games. Some team can cope with that pressure. And the game what them turn out to lose are gonna be a vital one. Me don't want the pressure they upon them. If them are gonna lose a game, just get the loser out of the way. But I must say, upon this runner, the team difficult for breakdown. They not concede a lot of goals. I don't know if for the coach me forget that, but yeah, they might play decent stuff.
I feel like Argentina.
Go ahead, Alex. Nick.
I feel like Argentina is going to advance in the World Cup. I really don't see them. I don't see them like losing anytime soon. You understand? Messi have so much to do, and this is the last leg for Messi. I don't think after this, I don't think he's going to be playing any more international game, and this is his last World Cup. So I think he might come in he might enter the tournament for win.
Yeah, everybody enter for win.
Wow, Bojo, wow. That was a slap. Come on, Will. Jeez. First off, I'm wondering which team he's gonna be come for. Where is he gonna be playing? Because if you were to believe the rumor, he might not be at PSG. But then again, who's gonna want him right now? Especially with him probably demanding big wages, and the team is gonna have to be carrying him. So, it's gonna be. I'm not looking for him to carry that team. If Di Maria is fit, my hopes are up. I have seen Di Maria through the qualifiers, and that's the player right now who drives this Argentina team.
I think that's the beauty of this Argentina team right now. That dependent on Messi alone or one player. in itself. I think that there is a deeper pool of players who can play, and they now go expect for Messi to take the ball from half line and dribble, and I think it's good for them. I think the best thing for them to do is have Messi playing as a number 10 and put a couple strikers up there. Because whatever about Messi, he still can pass the ball, he still can create. So therefore, that is what you want him to do in a team. And I think that Argentina will be fine. I think that the and again the defense look like them gone far from the days of like Ezekiel Garay and Marcus Rojo kind of.
Bro, Garay was a good player, bro. Don't miss Garay, bro.
It's Otamendi and Otamendi and Rojo. And Rojo, yeah. So that kind of defense. But
no, bro, no. Let me tell you the name where you have to remember. Demichelis. Them the name that you have to call.
No, but apart from his speed, Demichelis was a damn good defender. You watch Demichelis at Bayern?
Garbage, bro.
You watch Demichelis at Bayern? Apart from his speed, bro, he was a good defender.
Listen which team you call. A team where we will want to
hear me. You expected a 36-year-old Demichelis to keep up with Mbappe? Are you kidding me, blood? You cannot judge him on that.
Did he play the last World Cup? Did he play the last World Cup?
And then Mbappe or Otamendi Mbappe left. But anyways, I mean, but whenever he played, he wasn't that horrible, Buju. Don't go there. I mean, Otamendi and Rojo, like you said. And the thing is, we didn't have good fullbacks for a while. I mean, Tagliafico is playing good, but this coach believes in Acuna as well. So sometimes he plays Acuna and left back, which Acuna is more of a midfielder. But I don't know what says. I don't know what the deal is with him and Acuna. He's always playing him. But Rodrigo De Paul in that midfield, along with probably Paredes.
Paredes going there.
Paredes.
So that's
what's funny? Thing there. No play good for Tottenham, but when he play for Argentina, he's like a beast.
Romero?
Not Romero, the midfielder. What name? What him get from Spain? What name again?
But no, but the Tottenham again. He's going Portugal or Spain, I think. You're talking about Lo Celso.
Lo Celso.
Yeah, but if Messi is playing the 10, Lo Celso not on game again.
Not going to play.
But the centre back at Tottenham, he should be the starting centre back.
That's hands down. I think
Mr. Lucas at campus get game for now. He's a good player, I like. I think he's a good player. So again,
Leon?
He was in France. I don't know where he is right now, honestly.
Okay.
I always rated him. They are Marseille at one point, I think. But he's a player I always rated.
Yeah.
Player always rated. So I think
he must score for Argentina,
You have Latu, and then you have a lot of good players.
Well, goals can come from anywhere.
That's it.
Anywhere.
And that's what you need.
Yep. I mean, Dybala can still come off the bench and get something because he's not going to be starting unless Messi's injured. I don't see.
Well, that's interesting because that would be interesting because if you are Dybala, you look on you and say, all right, when it's summer forward up, more traffic, play. You know what I mean? Who knows if he land a good side, start play well, then again he can make himself available. You know what I mean? So you can't even rule that out.
Yeah. And them have another good striker down Leverkusen, Lucas Alario. He's a good striker as well, but he not get as much games. But yeah, it's a decent squad. But Buju, to what you said about losing before you get to the World Cup. I mean, bro, I don't believe in that losing thing because too much pressure upon her. Listen, I've seen too many teams do it. I've seen teams, already qualified and decide, okay, then go take their foot off of the gas. Like during the World Cup, play them second string squad and then that momentum, they lose that momentum going into knockout rounds and it costs them. If you're not momentum,
No. Not in the World Cup. They might go play friendlies before the World Cup.
We don't want to lose none. Winning mentality. Going with a winning mentality. It's like me or people right now, not touch you from football too much. Me people right now, I say Miami should lose some games so that them, if Nets are in 8th place, they don't face the Nets. Well, they have a point. But if you start losing, look the other day, them lose a game and it just boiled. I don't remember who they lost to. They lost to a team without any of their stars. And just like that, boom, they were on a 4-game losing streak. You know, sometimes that messes with the mentality of the team. If you're winning, keep that winning mentality, bro. Continue winning. Don't care who them show up in front of you. Beat them and keep it moving. You think Brazil okay? You think Brazil and France will say, okay, we're not winning one, and because we have this record, we don't want too much pressure on the players, so we're gonna lose a game so that the pressure is above the players. Are you kidding me? I would make a coach.
You know what's interesting? You know what's interesting? I didn't know that Alexis McAllister was Argentinian.
They do that Brighton, right?
I did not know that. I did not know that.
I think I wouldn't get called up, I will, but he played a few games too.
Yeah.
Oh, and Buendia is also available.
Yeah, we know that.
Mm-hmm. I just didn't.
You think something that can make back his side, Greg?
Oh.
The one that did Tottenham foot.
I don't even know where he
is. He plays good at right back for Villarreal.
That's Spain him there, right?
In their Emery team. He plays good as right back, But it's up to the coach. I don't know. Anyway, enough about Argentina. I know that I'm alone down there. Brazil. Who you think will be Brazil number 9? Because I think that's their biggest problem spot, if you ask me.
I hope it's Jesus.
You hope it's Jesus?
Yeah.
Why? Bro,
one country me hate in football, bro. Brazil.
Okay, well, we are talking as analysts now. No bias.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
Okay. We're keeping it real. All right.
Firmino, Richarlison.
I think what will happen, Greg, is that Firmino go finish the season.
I think Richarlison is not gonna get the edge,
Get the what? Over Firmino.
Bro, Firmino has been injured for the longest, bro.
Yeah, but he's back now.
But Jota are like almost the best striker in the league right now.
Well, Richarlison, like, himself have a lot of maturing to do, so I don't see him like starting. To be honest.
Yeah, but when he play for that team, he play well.
When he play for Everton,
miss a bunch of goals too.
Yeah. So I mean, it's do you want to go with Firmino? I don't know. I mean, I think Firmino is a sensible pick because he might finish the season good with Liverpool. And again, what Firmino do, he's a good technical player who can link your play well.
Exactly.
So Brazil can do a Pep and use a false 9.
Well, they might not necessarily set him up as a false 9, but if they play him like he does at Liverpool, you're gonna have Neymar one side, and on the next side it's either gonna be Anthony or Rafinha, whichever of the two are. I think they have like 3 wingers they can actually use on the right side. But they left off Neymar. Paqueta might be the number 10.
I think Paqueta will be number 10 and probably Anthony. Anthony in a reckoning same way. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, it's between him and Rafinha, I think.
Exactly. All right, but so hold on. Sick of Oliver pin. So if Neymar is on the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to play the best Real Madrid player apart from Benzema? Where are you going to put him if Neymar is on the left?
So Neymar might be a 10.
Huh?
Neymar might be a 10 then.
You know, ask too, because I don't have all the answers. I mean, I'm just looking at it.
Or they might just play Vinny on the right.
You think so?
I never
No,
seen
many
him
things
play
to
off right
play
yet.
for the right, bro.
You ever seen him play off right yet? You can't just shoehorn him in because you want to get him in,
I
right?
think I've seen it. I don't want to lie, but I think I've seen him play off the right. I don't want to tell any lies, but
Yeah.
hey, well,
So nobody
probably
now mentioned Coutinho.
Neymar played the 10 then.
Yeah, man said
We have seen
Neymar play the
We have
10.
seen him. I've seen him play there, and I've seen Paqueta play the 8. But in this Brazil team, I don't see Paqueta playing the 8. I think they're gonna have Fabinho and Casemiro in there.
Yeah.
So what about Coutinho? I don't hear anybody mention Coutinho.
Bench McCarthy.
Bro,
Yeah,
Coutinho can't go another starting lineup there right now.
The problem with Coutinho
He's
is that
Coutinho
there's
right
so
now.
much players that is ahead of him right now that
Coutinho fall on the pecking order.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we understand say going to Barca was a shit move, but he might find back farm.
it's his injury record too because he not gonna be playing consistently every week too, right? So if he can't stay fit, then yeah, he's a great player, he's a genius, right? But nobody thinks he can go stay fit,
A good option off the bench.
The thing with Coutinho too, Nick, is remember Coutinho's best position is off the left. He doesn't even thrive as a number 10 either. He's off the left.
Yeah, just Coutinho,
Yeah.
But still,
And that's the around Vinny position.
Yeah, Brazilian team I do it. Yeah, forward together good still. And the one thing people have to understand, say Chichi, Brazilian coach, ever since he take over. I remember say for a long time Brazil never really have a good coach. Had people like Dunga and all of these ex-players, but Chichi is a really good coach, right? So ever since he take over, and really, really have done very well with this Brazilian team, and they have players that are match winners, and they can do something at this World Cup. Don't write them off. We can't write them off. We can't write them off.
A good comment. Almost a good point. Chavez until in this side.
No, but even when we talk about like him just mentioned Giroud, like Giroud played really good for France. So when I said that, I mean the statement is very invalid. I must say goal tally. It doesn't Giroud have like the second most goal in a France team?
No, but I must say Alan Jr. play good for Arsenal. He could still pick him.
Yeah, but enough players play very well
system.
for them country. Enough players play really good for them country and they don't strive.
But see, Travis mentioned Fred there too. I mean, Fred is a good show, but off the bench though.
Yeah,
There's
but
no way
in
to start.
Fred, no man. Fred cement himself in that team there.
That may I say, cause remember, Greg, even in a summer and play well for Brazil, still not Greg. You can't lie.
Brother,
I don't know.
Yo,
how you do
at
it.
this point,
Fred cement him team in every team where Fred go. Play for Fred I got in that line. I don't know where him have. Him probably have some connection. But Fred I got start in the Brazil team.
If Brazil feel fit to the semi, big disappointed with this squad of players.
There's Bojo, calm down. There are a lot of quality teams, especially in Europe.
No. Me mark Brazil very hard.
Oh, so you're not marking your team hard?
Huh?
You're not marking your team hard? You have to expect the best from your team. You can't sit and settle for mediocre.
What me say? No. What make you think me never feel so bad at the last World Cup? Because I expected nothing.
You're an ambition.
And when we get knocked out by who go on to win the trophy, me never feel so bad after that.
Well, so forward second.
Yeah.
Wow, Shane, wow. Would you last season?
But no, differently still in a Greg. If you notice, every time for the last, I think 3 World Cup, Argentina always get knocked out by the champions, I think so,
Who knocked them out in
2014 in a final, them again in 2014.
Well, 14 a final, they got beaten by the champions.
Yeah. And then
it wasn't all 3. 2010 I see Germany, but they didn't win. Spain won.
Yeah.
Germany actually knocked it 3 years in a row.
Please don't bring up 2010. I don't remember that.
I mean,
them not just get
06 was horrible too. But anyway,
no 2010. Them not just get relegated. That was something else.
what's one weak point where you would see in this Brazilian team then? For me, it's right back. I think that's the only weak spot.
You're speaking in reference to Dani Alves?
Yeah, but he's ancient, right?
I mean, Dani Alves, Olami. So
Yeah.
Danilo is going to be the starter.
It's Danilo.
But to me, he's a weak link. If there's a weak link in the team, it's there. It's at right back. Waiting because they have like 3 world-class goalkeepers.
And they have one of the best centre back in the world.
They have to, not because in their Chelsea. Oh, you're talking about Marquinhos. Spot on.
No, I'm speaking.
I like the way you're thinking.
I'm speaking about the great Thiago. Relax.
They have 2 really good left backs in Lodi and Sandro.
And Tellez.
Oh, who?
And why not the top?
Isn't Tellez Portuguese?
What?
Isn't Tellez Portuguese?
Manchester United, Alex Tellez is Brazilian.
He's Brazilian? I'll take your word for it. I thought it was Portuguese, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, but he is. He's playing when they beat Bolivia 4-0. And then they have Eder Militao. If Thiago Silva played, then you have Eder Militao, who's serviceable. He's a good defender. So,
they have a solid defensive line, except for the right back. What you say about Martinelli, Nick?
Yeah, like we're talking about all these good players for Brazil. We forgot about him.
Oh, in command and score Tuesday actually.
Yeah, but like in the team, you guys
he's gonna be weird on the bench.
It's like
it's like on 94 Ronaldo not even get game, and then went on to be one of the best in the world. I mean,
he's an amazing player. Like I really sit down and watch.
No, I ask you think he might go make the plane for Qatar?
Of course, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, man. But there's a bunch of young players that are good because you have the one at Real too. They are the striker one.
You have Rodrigo. What? Go. I mean, looking for all like individuals who miss out in this. I mean, you have people like Anthony, who is a good player. I mean, Gabriel Jesus never get called up. You know, it's interesting with Gabriel Jesus, because if I was him, but they ask question, do I want to stay at City? No, you're the win at City, but he's not really progressing in career. No, I thought he would. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I wonder if he look to move on or try to go somewhere else. Where he can be what he's supposed to be is a good player. But I don't know.
Shane, in that midfield, right? We forget Bruno Guimaraes.
I know. Again, the idea is some very good players going to get
Melo. You know? And I can't remember. Oh, they have Felipe, who is what Felipe? The Atletico, a centre back. But there's a striker at Atletico Madrid. I can't remember his name, but they use him in a few games. So they're loaded across the field.
They're great.
Yeah, what about Gabriel from Arsenal? Is he going to be in the team?
That's a good question.
He was supposed to be. I think he pulled out because of some personal issues, but he had got called up for this window.
Yeah, it's too much. Brazil team is stuck. Like it's a stuck team. So like
I didn't even remember him, honestly.
You know
Gabriel.
where he might have a good chance is I think he's the only left-footed centre back.
yeah.
Well, there you go. There you have it.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
So that kind of works in his favor.
All right, let's move on.
Well,
Wait,
Frank Connoval?
Yeah.
We can just look on Uruguay squad real quick. Because Uruguay has
yeah.
I mean, Uruguay have Fede Valverde in their midfield. And they have Bentancur. You know, since Bentancur for the Tottenham, because he never, I mean, when he just go Juventus, we did expect a lot from him, but, you know, for some reason, he not get as much games. But since in that Tottenham, like he actually helped to change the Tottenham team. And they have Torreira. But one player that I did not know was Uruguayan, and I don't know if it's because he never get no game in Italy. Why him go to Uruguay, but what them call him? Giuseppe Rossi. You know that player, Shane?
I do not. Giuseppe Rossi. I know Giuseppe Rossi, but I don't
No,
know.
not Giuseppe. Diego Rossi. He's now at Fenerbahce. You know what's low quality football.
No, that's not low quality. I don't know him. I gotta be honest.
Okay. But yeah, I thought he was Italian for a while, but he's actually Uruguayan. But yeah, they have a pretty good squad too. I mean, apart from just Cavani and Suarez, which them going at the squad as usual. They do the Barcelona that can play centre back and right back. That is Arsenal are try to get
Ronald, yeah.
Yeah, he's in that defense along with Godin and Quarters. So they have a solid team as well. So you expect at least 2.5 South American team making it to the knockout rounds. But anyway, enough of that.
We'll see how it goes.
Can touch my England team.
Hold on, man.
Go ahead. You want to go Africa like we just chat?
We have Africa or Europe. Which one of them?
The Europe.
Let's go to Africa first. Because like how Uruguay qualify, Ghana wants to see them again,
Me see that
yeah. Me think
Ghana floating at the media already.
Ghana carry feelings to them from 2010. So that could be a good one. But good performance out of Ghana. But the thing is, Ghana offensively still needs some weapons. I mean, when you're still depending on Abedi Pele to son to create and score for you, it doesn't look good. The two I use, honestly, if you ask me, I them father make them depend on the team still. Them are let down the team. I mean, when Thomas Partey have to be scored for the team.
And
then say they don't have much offensive weapons. But they can go to the little youth over Chelsea and convince him to come play. Because him already did think about it. Show is actually
You can scratch his head.
Kalamat
Okay.
Because I think he declined the England call-up. So they have him and they have Tariq Lamptey. Both of them could actually play wingers, one actually on the right, one on the left. So they have players that they could turn to. You have what's his name at Southampton, Salisu. Even though I think he declined the call-up for African Nations Cup, so they probably not going to extend another one to him. But yeah, Ghana gonna need to get in some offensive reinforcements if they want to do anything.
A good move. Lamptey should have considered that.
He might be considering it. Shane, you're mute.
Yeah, man definitely want Nigeria to go through. I thought they had a better team. Once again, then disappoint. You understand what I mean? When you look on the team, you see so much quality. You say to yourself, surely this time they're going to make it. And, just disappointing. Disappointing. They're not scoring enough goals. They're not creating enough chances. And again, it's a country of football mad. They invest a heap of money in trying to go World Cup and all of these things. You invest in football and man, that's why they were so pissed off and then try to mash up the whole place and all of these things. They was frustrated.
Yep.
But yeah.
I'm a two team them, so. But yeah, we did think Nigeria will go make it, especially going to Ghana and getting the draw. This about Nigeria equal to Jamaica. And this Nigeria, the quality of Nigeria have not it.
Yeah, man. You have Victor Osimhen and all of these individuals.
Then you also
Simon on the right. Even though Dennis didn't still the Watford youth still never show up for them in the qualifiers. You know, me disappointed at him this squad. But them have I mean why name the in the midfield ND them have a very good squad, bro. I'm really surprised.
I know it was disappointed for Cissy they don't make it. They always bring so much color to it to the tournament and angry about it. I'm glad Cameroon again. Glad to Cameroon make it again.
I mean,
controversial, very
Algeria is livid.
very controversial scenes there. You know what I mean? But the indomitable Lions is on the plane going.
Bro,
You know what I mean?
I saw it. We see the cars will go against Algeria. That referee, yes. I'm not surprised that referee, if that referee have a Cameroon passport.
But, okay, me have an Algerian friend. I work, and him thinks everything. In thinks Cameroon already hate them. So me go record the conversation and me see him. The next time I'm play for the black cause he already think he always about something. You know what I mean? But Cameroon I like them. And this are from in an African Cup of Nations. I remember say it was in Africa. It was in Cameroon. You know what I mean? So
Cameroon.
yeah. So we'll record that conversation because it's gonna be funny. You know, so yeah. Onwards and upwards to Cameroon and hope they can do something. Obviously, we love their forward line, you know what I mean, Vincent Abubakar and, you know, and the like. So, yeah.
There
you go. You know, so, yeah. It's fantastic. Go ahead, Butcher.
Yeah. All right, so we got Cameroon. So, on feel sorry for not feel sorry. Want to think about the Salah thing with the laser.
Big up, you know,
score your penalty, man.
Bridget, stop it, man. Big up when baller, but bigger baller, them buckle under pressure. You get me, I say? All right, now, you get me, I say? But then going at the Liverpool locker room for look for money and know say, yo, you are the man. You get me, I say?
1 month a hug, clap after they go game. After the game, you call me now. You know what I mean? After cancel the hello time.
You see a tweet today, huh? I saw a tweet today that said the best way for them to get Salah back in a good mood right now is for Liverpool to offer him a really big contract.
Yeah, but again, I just feel like the whole controversy about the actual laser thing. I think that was much to do about anything. I mean, you know, it's funny. Ricky make the point upon the blog say, boy, everybody when I say boy, him should kick the penalty first. You know, when them lose. When they lose that penalty shootout in a final. In a final. And then go kick the penalty first and end up missing. You understand what I mean? So again, you can't please people. I have an idea. People miss penalty all the time. You know what I mean? You miss penalty with a whether they have distractions or not, but it just wasn't supposed to be for Egypt, you know? And it is what it is.
I don't know how true it is, but I saw an African group where they say
I made it die, right?
The first leg in Cairo that they were using lasers, not because they never got penalty, of course, but you know, they were shining lasers in the Senegal players' eyes as well. So that's why Senegal fans decide, okay, they might go full force. Now, if this is true, I mean, I agree with them for doing that. Just to reflect back on CONCACAF real quick, I've seen over the years in qualifiers, whenever we go to places like Costa Rica, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, how hostile they are to us. They put us in the worst hotels. You know, them drive around all night, the Hong Kong, shine light through the window, them all kind of things to throw us off. But whenever they come to office, we treat them like royalty. You know, make them feel comfortable, make them feel welcome. It should not be so. If somebody abuse the team in the away game, repay the favor twice fold when they come to your home game. That's how I look at it. That's what home fans are for, to make the next team uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Jamaica,
If FIFA wants to step in or CAF wants to step in and say, okay, there's a line and you cross that line, then fair enough. But until they do, hell yeah. Make use of whatever you can. As long as you abuse the players them and like I said, Jamaican players, we were always getting abused in Central America.
true. Jamaica is too much of a tourist place, man. Everybody come get nice treatment.
Yeah. Anyway, so
we just
Tunisia
did
knocked out Mali.
a west. We just the west, right?
Eh?
We just the west, right? West Africa.
Yeah, 3 West African teams make it, and 2 North
And
African.
then
I'm not surprised that Morocco beat their Republic.
yeah.
Because Morocco have a better squad. You know, Mabala, the best right back in the world. If you ask me, I'm Hakimi. I know Nick now will agree with that. But that's just my point of view, Nick. I mean, if Jiggy was on here, he would say it's Trent. You're going to say it's Reece James. It's all down to opinions. But, you know, Hakimi is going to the World Cup. I'm happy for him.
We have to go by
I'm not
stats,
surprised with the Morocco outcome.
I always have to go by stats if we're gonna say somebody is the greatest, the best right back in the world.
So we can't go
Bro,
off.
stats don't define everything, bro.
Stats does.
No,
I mean, Hakimi is not in the Premier League. I think if he was in the Premier League, you could compare the stats. Or you're gonna compare his stats in a different league. He's winning the league that he's in. You know, he won Serie A last season.
He was not in Real Madrid team, right?
it was.
I mean, Real sent him on loan from he was younger because they believe more in Carvajal. That don't mean that he's starting.
He just couldn't make the cut.
He does not fit Real the image. He does not fit the image of Real because there's no way Carvajal is good as him. He does that just does. I mean, even when Carvajal injured, they prefer to try Lucas Vazquez at right back and send the kid out on loan to Dartmouth. You can't tell me that Vazquez was a better right back than him. He just don't fit the image. That's it.
That's why he's playing for PSG right now. You know, they got knocked out. They got knocked out of the Champions League. That's why
that was his fault. They got knocked out. I mean, I said, he won the league where he plays too. He won Serie A last season with Inter. Are we forgetting that?
Yeah.
Shane, you're muted again.
Yeah, they're 3 very good right back. You can't this him say, oh yeah, he got knocked out. Cause I mean, Chelsea soon get knocked out by Champions League. You're not really going anywhere, okay? So you'll be fine. You'll be fine with that.
You're not so confident with that.
And funny enough, Nick, if you're going off solid stats, then Trent is way better than Reece James. Way better.
I'm not going off. No, I don't know how if it. I don't know how if it put if it differentiate.
No, but him to go off stats.
Yes.
I mean, I actually rate Reece James over Trent because to me he's more complete. But if you go off stats, I mean, especially with the modern day, right? Trent stats are way better than Reece James one.
Let's keep on track because we're not reaching Europe yet, and that's
okay. All right. So yeah, Morocco got through, but me disappointed with Mali. Tunisia is a good team, but bro, Mali is loaded.
Yeah, and again, it's one of them things that you have to find. You know, it's so much teams that you feel like they're loaded, but they have to find a way to play together, brother. And if you don't have that, then, if you don't have chemistry, then you're not gonna happen for you, and that's what it is. You know, that's where it is. But yeah, let's go to Europe, please.
Let's go. Nick, you want to talk about England? You have the floor.
Yeah. Me personally, I like this England team. I really think it's gonna go to England.
What's gonna go to England?
The World Cup.
It's coming home.
It's going home. It's going home. I feel like Raheem Sterling is the face of England. You understand? He's the man at. Okay. Raheem is.
He's not the face.
Okay, we know Hurricane is a face. We know Hurricane is a face. The media, Hurricane is a face. We're talking about player, the man on the team, the man who are going to bring the team and push the team forward. I feel like Raheem Sterling is that player.
I think England have a fantastic chance to win. Yes, they do. They have a fantastic team, and yeah, they're one of our favorites. Yes, it's no doubt. It's no doubt about it. Then just have to figure out. It'll be interesting with the defense now, right? Because Harry Maguire now play. See, I'm not one of these brothers who start booing Maguire and all of these things. I think that and they go through a tough time in their career, that happens. But if the fans go continue booing him and he start struggle for England, then Southgate go have a problem. I mean, who then does he bring in? The John Stones situation. John Stones now play week in, week out for England, for Manchester City. So I don't know who.
Tyrone Mings.
I'm not a big fan of him. And I think he's rash.
Ben White.
Ben White is a good shout because he play week in, week out. But it'll be interesting to see how he would have. Or who he would have played. I think he trusts Maguire still. So I think even though he go through a tough time, he go keep him in a squad. But if he start affecting England performances, maybe he won't. I'm not sure.
Also, I seen Ben White. The last England match, I think he played right back, if I'm not mistaken.
Right back.
I probably right wing back, right centre back. I think he played.
It's a back three. If it's a back three, he probably be the right.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
And Ben White looks so. I think Ben White is class. I think he's a very good player.
He looks all right. Right now. I think that again for England, it's just and for this whole thing is about who you draw. You understand what I mean? They in within with a shot, but a wrong draw, and they'll find themselves up against it. You know what I mean? I'm not sure this team.
They play them at right back.
Right back, right?
And half time bringing Kyle Walker-Peters right.
Ben White really performed at right back. He was defending, attacking. He's very technical to with the ball at his foot.
Very good at dribbling.
I think Arteta using there.
Defender play right back. The one holding around.
Arteta using there when both
right
back. Yeah.
When what's his name? One the right back name.
When Tomiyasu and Cedric were out, Arteta using there.
Right back.
When?
Yeah. But you may not remember the exact game, but he play my right back. Trust me, he play my right back.
Okay.
And he look lovely at right back too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen to him because you have Peters, Trent, and Reece.
No, nobody's it's a long list.
And Trippier.
It's a long list.
I
think Tyreek Mitchell not play with it.
That's him. That's a left back.
Play good too.
Oh.
What did you say about Trippier, Greg?
I don't see them bringing Trippier, but we'll see. If he stays fit, we'll see. But I mean, it's Southgate, and he feels indebted to his loyal soldiers.
It'll be funny, Greg. It'll be funny if Southgate put out seven fullbacks on the plane. Figure Qatar.
Don't be surprised.
All right, I could see him bringing 4 right backs.
Let's do this, right?
Really go for right now.
And then he go say, "Oh yeah, but them, so they can play in all different positions." So,
and he go put Trent a left wing back, or Reece. Either Trent or Reece a left wing back and play a back three with Kyle Walker as the right centre back.
I feel like I don't think him gonna left Trippier because I feel like Trippier have a certain ratings in the team there.
Yeah, but see, Trippier start get injured now. I mean, see, one of the things what Trippier doing now, Trent do it very well too, or even better, and that's the dead ball. And that's one of the reasons why Trippier get picked in the squad. It's not so much for his defensive attributes. But now you have Trent doing it. So,
All right.
and you finally have Ward Pros, and Ward Pros can kick the dead ball.
Better than all of them.
Why pro so
Let's
far?
do this,
Good
right?
option off my bench.
Yeah.
Let's do this, right? Let's see if we can rip Italy apart. What happened? Other than Giorgino missed them on them penalty, make them have to go yaso. But what happened? Yeah, tell me Mount Pleasant beat Italy, make them can't go World Cup.
What the coach who used to coach England name again?
Eric
Keep saying
Capella.
Capello. Capella said the problem is you have players like Victor Osimhen, Vlahovic at Juve, Dybala, Lukaku last season, Duvan Zapata, Leo at AC Milan, and a bunch of other attackers. He said because they are the premier attackers for the top Italian clubs right now, and you don't have Italian talent getting those spots. That's what's taken away from the national team and make them not qualify. But me, I wonder what happened to in England where you have top quality from across the world. Spain the same thing, over France the same thing. Germany they don't even have the best striker, and the two best strikers in their league, not even Germans.
But Greg.
Uh-huh.
Greg, this is what old dinosaurs do all the time, right?
Yeah.
Remember, right? No, I'm serious because remember that was what people were saying when the golden generation ended up failing. They were saying, "Oh, it's because there's too much foreigners in our Premier League." You understand? Not really understanding that the foreigners will help out a new generation forward in and help them to be better at football. David Silva help out. To make somebody like a Phil Foden. But it's fine. You understand? It's fine. That's what I'm doing. They struggle to understand and adapt, and then just make silly points. It's a silly point, right? It's a silly point because all of these things is cyclical. Because 2 years ago when they won the Euros, it was the same thing. It was the same guys really playing. So again, sometimes that sort of stuff happen. Just happen. Them play, and I think if them play not Macedonia 10 times and play the same game, then probably win 8 out of 10 games that they would have played. It just happens. It's football. It just happens. So you just deal with it. I know it's tough for Italians in Pisolo. I thought it was hilarious because I never liked Italy. So therefore, let them sit this one out. They win the Euros, which I was very angry about. So, that's a good consolation. They'll be all right, man. They'll be all right. And they have good young players forward in crew. They still have a good team. Obviously, they miss Chiesa. They have players out. They'll be fine. They'll be back. It's okay.
They said the same thing when they missed 2018 too. Remember they missed 2018?
Yes,
Back to back.
So,
and then 2014
and younger than 16 years, or let's say 14, you don't really have any collection of your team playing in the World Cup. Wow, that's sad.
And then the 2014 didn't they got knocked out in the group stages?
Oh yeah, you're damn right, Mitchell.
No, but you know what happened? Before rumors was in the air about Martin Ellis, say he may have to pick between Italy or Brazil for play for, right? And I was like, yo, it better him to go play for Italy because he might have a more chance to start and stuff. And like him smell the rat and smell the problem with the other club with Italians and
Yeah, but they didn't call him.
They didn't call him?
Brazil was smart and gave him the call.
Okay. Well,
all right, let's move on to the next. Spain.
Can we do the things that we just play qualifiers this week though? Are you not going to say?
Okay.
I think we should have.
Because one more World Cup for Lewandowski.
Yes, and that nearly never happened. If you watch that game, I think that Sweden was the better team. Can I say that? I think they were.
Funny enough, Poland got a bye to this stage, right? Because weren't they supposed to play Russia? but because I want to go on and now and let Russia out.
They wasn't supposed to
No,
play
they
Russia.
don't think they were supposed to play.
Russia got kicked out. It's a lifeline them get.
No,
Yeah, I don't
remember you had the semifinals last week. So Russia, Poland got a bye. Poland were sitting there waiting.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, remember they were the one-off games last week, and then this week you have next games.
Okay.
So Poland didn't play the game last week.
Oh,
I did not know that.
They did got a bye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, watching that game, I felt bad for Sweden because I thought they were the better team. I don't say team. They had like them created better chances. Wojciech Chesney had some good saves and then give a penalty and just mess it up, and then I think Poland scored a second goal and that was it. But throughout the game, they continue being a threat. Sweden, they just couldn't put anything away. Zlatan fouled off a bench, you know what I mean, in a dying moment.
how many World Cups has Zlatan?
Huh?
How many World Cups has Zlatan played?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Has he played any?
That's what I'm thinking. That's how
Last one they didn't qualify either because he did say they didn't go start Ronaldo, but he did get stopped.
yeah.
So I don't remember if he have played any.
No.
World Cup. He played 2006 and 2002.
Well,
They're the only two World Cups.
He not played the last World Cup.
No.
I think it was the last one they played. Was it the last one they played Portugal in playoff? Or was that 2014?
Not that's 2014.
That's
When Ronaldo scored 3 and him scored 2 in the playoff game.
I don't think he have made it to a World Cup, you know.
He played. Yeah, he played in a World Cup in 2006 and in 2002.
Okay.
Yeah, but
2006.
I was a baby back then, so doesn't even count.
Hold on. Google not tell lie.
Huh?
I said, hold on. Google not tell lie.
Sometimes. Where you look for? How much World Cup in play now?
Yeah.
Literally
I
two,
win.
2002 and 2006. Those are the only two World Cup I've ever played and qualified for.
Again, like I said, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Me check it before this done. Yeah. He represented Sweden at 2006. That's why he's right.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good for him. The next one is obviously Portugal versus North Macedonia. I watched that game closely. It seemed like North Macedonia when Guffey tried to keep it close. You know what I mean? And there was. It's funny because I think once Portugal actually scored, it was just over. You understand what I mean? It just seemed like they just went there and say, all right, we'll just frustrate them, you know what I mean, and try to kind of basically replicate the performance and do with Italy. And I think them put in too much into that game. And once Portugal scored, I thought that was it. It was a bad pass in dog make too. Him try to square the ball, you know what I mean, and it just was a poor pass. And Ronaldo put the ball through to Bruno. 2 good goals from Bruno Fernandes, and yeah, it's a good look. Portugal in the World Cup.
One on a penalty.
Huh?
One on a penalty.
So we're gonna see the 3 legends at least one more World Cup. Ronaldo, Messi, and Lewandowski.
The goat them.
Unfortunately, no Salah.
Huh?
No, I say unfortunately no Salah.
Tell her the bigger ball I gone through.
No, I did say in my video that this might be Neymar's last World Cup, and David disagreed with me. But Neymar is 30 years old.
Yeah, but like you said on the block too. That's Neymar saying it. It's not really you saying it.
I did remember him saying it. Yeah,
Neymar.
So it might be four legends doing their last.
Exactly.
So, you know?
Exactly. And again, the funny thing, we can just kind of segue this into it too. It might be probably last World Cup for somebody like Hazard, because Hazard looked like he's close to being finished. The last, I mean, we can just take a look at Belgium and say probably last chance
That's the golden generation.
for them, golden generation. You know what I mean? And if we actually win something, so I mean, just looking upon them and what they will have by the time the World Cup forwarding, I mean, it won't be so golden because again, most of them players that get old, I mean, the Vincent companies, they're gone, and Vermaelen and etc. So them defense is not even that good as it used to be. Now they have people like Jason Deny and them, and they, I mean, I play defense to them, but they still have some good players. Where's that?
I'm gonna say, who did their City for the longest? Could make it easy.
Yeah.
Never easy for next to. But yeah, that defense line is a bit shaky right now.
It's shaky now, right? So
they still have a very good goalkeeper, but the defense, a lot of questions to be asked about them. Their neighbors, on the other hand, though, the Dutch have a really exciting team. Especially from midfield onwards. So really, as a matter of fact, they have some really good quality centre backs too. If you have a fit Van Dijk around there with, whether it be De Ligt or Aki or the ones from Inter or even Daley Blind, who they continue to use in a back three, they have a really solid set of centre backs. And full backs, them have Dumfries on the right and Malacia, or however you pronounce it, on the left. So they have a solid team right up through the forward line. They have a really good team. Might not be as experienced, except for in the defense, but
Yeah.
I mean, you have some experience up front with Depay, but you have young players like Dan Juma up front. You have our player that we were talking about this week, the one from, was it PSV?
Cody Gakpo.
Yeah, Gakpo. You have Weghorst, who's at Burnley. Whenever he plays for them, he plays good. They have Noah Long, who's a top winger right now. Bergwijn playing good. So they have a pretty good squad. They have an exciting team.
Yeah, I mean, again, and then the midfield go be interesting, like the central midfield for me. You know what I mean? Obviously. So
De Jong and Koopmeiners.
Huh?
De Jong and Koopmeiners.
So Team Koopmeiners, he is a player who's been linked to a lot of clubs. You know what I mean? A lot of people rate him. You know what I mean? So I want to see how he perform at World Cup, obviously. You know what I mean? And again, enough football, like the football insiders, people who fancy themselves and think they know a lot more of the game, really rate him as say my next kind of number 8. You know what I mean? Slash number 6. Big ball.
Even though they have what's that kid when you compare to Pogba sometimes?
What, Gravenberch?
Yeah, they have Gravenberch too, so
Yeah. So again, it'll be interesting to see how them set it up. You still have Frankie De Jong. You understand what I mean? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Haaland can do. You know what I mean? It's funny because again, them centre forward options. So you don't say Memphis to go play somewhere probably off a left wing or something like that. Well, it'd be interesting to see if
Marlon
will play as a winger too. You know what I mean? I don't think he is going to be the focal point. So if the Burnley striker continue to score and get better, what I mean, it will be a good look for them. You know what I mean? Because then you feel like they don't have our own team. You know what I mean? So
you think they might cover the next De Jong, the one at Barca? Luke? What's his name?
He's old and he's not very good.
Just a throw it out there. 2 Barca he was in.
I mean, again, he means well, but it's about quality. I mean, it's all right.
What do you think about the German squad, though?
Huh?
The German squad.
They're in a weird place, right? Because in a sense, it looks like they rebuild. But then if you really think about it, they still have a fantastic squad, right? So the last two tournaments, they never do very, very well. But I mean, they still have top players in every single place in a them team. You know what I mean? Other individuals forward in too. Huh?
Except the 9, they still don't have a. I mean, because who is their 9 right now? Because even Mula is not necessarily a 9, but he's their
Bro,
most prolific goal scorer.
but
Yeah.
that's Germany, bro. Them don't need a number 9 for hurt you.
Not true, because when you have people like Sane and
Them
Nabri
just-
running
them
the
just-
flanks, and you have Jamal Musiala who can sub it for either one of them too. All of them they bring up goals. So yeah, you're right. But
Yeah, I don't know who they go play up there, but they have good players. I mean, Florian Wirtz, even him in the far to the 4 now. You know what I mean? And
yes.
enough people are really.
Oh, you know what? As you mentioned, verse they can use Skype.
Okay, yeah.
They can use Skype. As
See
your number 9. Did you remember about him?
Kind
Yeah.
of on farm too.
Years and farm and
Quality player, quality.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so-
and you might even see the best at Timo playing for them.
exactly. I mean, I think that Thomas Muller still the
What's going on?
Shane Pauls.
I think I might want cousin.
No, man.
you can hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's it. The last game them play against Netherlands, I seen Thomas Muller when they play. You know what I mean? No, he is probably past it or passing best, but Panendia can still provide play he can play a good supporting role to a striker. Yes,
Yes, Shane. Him can also foul off a bench and give a good 20 minutes.
So I mean, again, they'll be there or thereabouts. You know what I mean? The team from Europe, just looking for Europe as a whole, the team I'm fearing most as a France fan, honestly, as Spain. And the reason I'm fear Spain is that I feel like they have young players forward up, them play together, Wally for them. And I feel
the squad at Barca.
yes.
But Shane, don't you think them kind of have the same problem like Germany?
Yeah. No, but they are a fantastic team. I just feel like that team, the technical ability what they have, and the way they can keep the ball and keep the ball like no other.
Yeah, but me I say them. I mean, do you really want to believe in Morata?
That is the point. You never want to believe in a Morata because he's a confidence player. You know what I mean? He's one of those where if things don't go right for him, then he miss bags and bags of chances.
But if Villarreal strengthen him,
Marino, yeah.
they
But
can
they're not
use
just him either.
And them have Torres up top too. Torres.
the kid will play at Sociedad. I can't pronounce his name. Start with O. Orizabal or
Oh,
pronounce.
yeah, talk about Oyarzabal.
Yeah, because he's a good goal scorer.
He's a good goal scorer, but he's not a striker. You know,
They play like a false 9. You might see him or Danny Olmo playing the false 9.
Yeah.
Remember, that's Spain's formation,
But what about Ferran Torres?
Who?
Ferran Torres.
I'm a winger. I'm not number 9.
Yeah, but them playing
Yeah, but false 9 as well, like we say. So
He's a forward.
It's a good point. But like I said, I remember watching them in our Nations League, Spain, and this was when before they would have them confidence about them, and they really, really look good. You know what I mean? And if they can galvanize themselves, you know what I mean, by the tournament time forward, again, then keep the ball and start playing some lovely stuff. I think they'll be a tough out, the Spanish.
Yeah,
By the
they barely lose to Italy on penalty.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They're no joke, man. They're no joke. By the way, for Germany, if they bring in Karim Adeyemi, and him start shot for them, it's Smith Greg.
I didn't remember about him.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see.
He might get a move. Actually, he's going to Dortmund summer, so then go to see more in the German league. So good show there. So.
Yeah. So again, it'll be interesting to see if him start well, and then start just another option for them. It'll be interesting. Go ahead, Bujo.
That's it for Spain. So let's talk about your beloved.
One more thing for Spain. The other thing too is their centre back pairing. I'm sorry. I just have to say this though. They have good centre backs now.
Laporte.
You understand what I mean? They have Aymeric Laporte and Paul Torres. Fantastic player. And again, for the longest, everybody thinks when Sergio Ramos leave, then go have difficulties, in terms of the centre back pairing. I think Paul Torres and Aymeric Laporte, because France never use him.
Yeah, but nobody saw that Laporte switch though.
What do you mean?
I was surprised it took him so long.
When they wait for France call up.
I was surprised. I'm surprised it took him so long. After you so much tournaments, you don't get the call. As a matter of fact, I was surprised one of the the brothers them never chose Spain as well too.
Who that?
The two will play left side. And they Spanish, they have some Spanish background too. One the Bayern and one did the AC.
Oh, the Hernandez kids.
Yeah. I was surprised. I remember he was only one of them in France squad for a while.
Yeah.
When they chose Spain. So
But France.
But yeah, I think Spain need to leave thing the home to Busquets. But I mean, we know a whole Barca fans will disagree. But
all right, but we get to France.
They have the city man in there. I think he's the one that needs to play.
Rodri?
Yeah, they should just use Rodri and leave Busquets.
Oh, they need Busquets in the team because he's a senior man.
Sit down.
But not to play.
Right. Make we get to France because we don't want to push the life past 2 hours.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
All right, before I get to France, real quick, remember there's another qualifier to play in Europe. But we're not even talking much about Portugal. But all right, they're through. Ronaldo have another World Cup, another chance to.
It's not,
trophy, and this is a pretty good Portugal squad. As Jiggy said, it's only
we said this already. We post the squad on the blog long time and say more a pretty good squad.
Yeah, but we're the panel live now. We didn't talk about the panel live. But anyways, the next game is Wales are awaiting the winner of whenever Ukraine is available to play. They play is it Scotland? Wales awaits the winner of that game. If, like I said, Ukraine
Scotland can kill them off.
Come on, Scotland beat Wales too,
Oh, me too.
I mean, Maria Ramsey and Mohan Bale for disappointing Shane, but at the same time, I prefer teaming them. They're Arsenal right now, and me always like Scotland at the World Cup. Anyways, they just bring a different energy.
Yeah,
so, Scotland figure through.
That's fair enough.
All right, Butch,
they're the Mecca now.
France are your team, Tonic?
No, I don't care France for the World Cup going. England, I care. I really want, as Mr. Sterling.
So you said the Mecca. Yeah.
All right.
Zidane was between Zidane and Frank Lampard, two of my favorite players ever. So that's how I'm saying that.
Well, you get one. There's a good one in there. The next one is alright.
You have but the big Benz in the French team again.
AMG.
but so does Giroud. So which one you think is gonna get the nod?
I don't mean the coach.
Them not. Wait, say which one I gonna get cut?
The nod.
No, both of them are gonna World Cup. Who you think starts?
Benzema.
It has to be Big Benz.
It has to be the. You can have them carry and have them park up.
Yeah, it has to be Benzema, Greg. But again, like I said, with Giroud, it's good to see him back in our squad, and it's good if we carry him off our bench to Greg. You know what I mean? When teams tired, you know what I mean?
Yeah, something different. If you need a focal point.
You know what Giroud offer?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So again, it's variation in the attack. You know, so I think it's a good look. I think why he went dropped Giroud is because Giroud was pissed off. I think him expressing frustration, say Benzema forward in, and as soon as Benzema forward, I think Deschamps never deal with that good are good enough. Him forward back after he actually get convicted of blackmailing in teammate. Yo, bro, he actually got convicted of blackmailing in teammate. Do you
It was
understand?
Van Bible, right? Van
Huh?
Bible. It was Van Bible. I think that's the person he backed.
Valverde. Yeah. So he actually did it. This is something he did.
Was a very good player too, and the man just ended his career.
Man, mash up man career. So Benzema's not a nice person in a sense, but he's a great footballer. You understand? So yeah, in bringing back on Giroud. I mean, obviously Giroud helped France win the World Cup and so forth. So I mean, I have an idea. I'm glad that Giroud is back in our team and give 100% every time in play. It's not the best striker, but again,
It was a surprise call up, but I guess because he must score at Milan. That's why.
Yeah. That because I say him earn him call up because he must score at Milan.
Yeah, man. No, Yacine Beneda, him go miss out. I think I him go miss out just because Ken is a very good striker.
Didn't he score in the friendly?
Yes.
That's if he misses out.
Yeah, it'll be tough, but tough luck. I mean, big side.
They can bring 3 strikers. I mean, are you going to consider Mbappe one?
Mbappe does float, brother.
Yeah, so
the problem is that with France, you have so much top players in our midfield that you might have to just bring 3 strikers and put Mbappe as on a striker. You understand what I mean?
I mean, even when name the way you go bring him as a midfielder or striker, because I don't even know where he plays these days.
Griezmann.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you'd have bring him as a midfielder, but it's a striker, right?
Because he puts in a lot of work. He can play the 10.
I respect Griezmann, I respect him. People don't understand how selfless he is. You know what I mean? Really a good, intelligent player. You know what I mean? And he can do everything on the football field too. You know what I mean? In terms of create, in terms of I remember going back to the Nations League when they played Spain. You know what I mean? The amount of work he put in because France and they chase the ball for a long time.
Spain had that ball.
Exactly. And again, Griezmann have to be, in a team. You see, people like Tolomani forwarding. It'll be interesting to see. Kamavinga. I don't know if Kamavinga make it, Greg. I don't know if he can go bring him Deschamps because knowing him, right? And I know you rate Kamavinga, but knowing Deschamps and knowing that there is some people like Kante, Rabiot, who, I don't rate Rabiot, but he can go bring these individuals. So I don't think that, he can go bring Kamavinga right now.
But he's one of the midfielders other than probably Pogba who got offered something different in going forward in that squad. Because, I don't think Ndombele going.
No, Ndombele not when did they last World Cup.
Ndombele can't make it plain, man.
Not gonna make it, right? So it's gonna be Tolomani, and Tolomani can offer something different. He can pass the ball same way, just like Pogba. Like Tolomani is like the same kind of player as Pogba. You understand what I mean? So in goal up and you say you have Pogba, you have Tolomani, you have Kante. You know what I mean? It's so much individuals that can forward into your reckoning, and then it goes there. Plus, you have Mbappe, you have Griezmann, the creativity of those sort of players. The wild card is Dembele because he look like he play good stuff now for Barcelona. If he is fit, he goes. Like if he's fit, he can go. So again, there's so much in the job.
Diaby. Is Diaby going?
No, I don't think I think he go miss out. I think he go miss out because have
to who?
Well, again, Coleman,
yeah.
Yeah, but right? Coleman hasn't been consistent either.
That man can't stay fit, bro.
Yeah, that's Coleman's bigger problem.
But when Coleman play for France, he play well. And he's been a part I set up for long. for a long time, you know. So I think I would prefer to bring Coleman over Diaby. Again, these are good like first world problems. These are good problems to have if you're Deschamps. But I think that it's one of them things.
So all people like Lamar not even go see the plane.
No, we shouldn't. Well, we shouldn't.
And Marshall is not going to be in the team, so huh?
I don't think so either.
Where you reach a man?
No, man.
What's up, man?
No, man, you read Marshall, man. That's how I remember him come.
If Ben Yedder not gonna go on the plane, how Marshall make the plane? Right now, Lacazette have a better chance.
Fox.
Wow.
Yeah, but they have a good squad forward in True. Again, Guendouzi, people like Guendouzi was good for seeing them forward in, and Saliba it was good for seeing them forward.
Yeah. Saliba and Guendouzi.
Yeah. And then Guendouzi had a good little goal in score. You know what I mean? Again, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So Guendouzi go stay at Marseille, right? I think that is right. And then Saliba, what is gonna happen with him? Is he gonna go back fast now? Yeah.
Speaking about Marseille, so what about our in the French league? What about what name they were there, Leon?
Who?
What?
Howard need a move. He need a move, bro. He need a move in play consistently good enough to make it on a plane. Just not, you know. So yeah, I think that yeah, sure, but I think that Fekir, because Betis are playing so well in Spain, I think that him counted him. It's unfortunate that him never get called up this time, because if you look on Betis have played well in the Spanish league this year, and he has been good for them. You see me? So yeah, France should be all right.
So give me your quarterfinalist shit. Just 8 teams, that's all.
Too early for that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just off the top right now. Just say all right. These are all right. My 8, the 2 from South America. You know, I'm gonna throw an African team in there. Don't know why, but I'm gonna throw one in there. Why Nicaragua? Yeah, I'm gonna throw Senegal in there.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, they have a squad. I mean, they have world beaters on their team. You know, they probably not get it together enough, but you look at that squad. I mean, from goalkeeper to up front, they have real quality players. Mendy, you have Koulibaly in their defense. You know, you have how are they midfielder? Not Koyate. Who are the next midfielder? Other than Lampard is Mendy. Them have I think they have like 2 Mendys in their midfield.
Yeah.
You know, they have Sarah Mane up front. You know, so they have a solid squad. They can beat some people at the World Cup. So I'm gonna show them in there. So that's 3.
That's true.
And of course the big boys from Europe. France, England. True in the Dutch. Ronaldo is getting there. That's 4. Rough. Coming out, put Germany in there. France, England, Portugal, Spain,
Argentina,
and the
Brazil.
Netherlands, number 5.
Okay.
That's my 8 to make it there.
One thing about the US, because we didn't even mention the US, but and I'm sorry that I'm going back to CONCACAF. But it's interesting how nobody really say anything about them. One thing they can do in a World Cup.
Them not count.
I think they can actually cause some upset. I mean, when they
Shane, hear me say, me give them round of 16.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on who them draw against.
You know what USA team have gone for them? And this has been USA's team over the years. Confidence. Brother, USA players are full of confidence. All when their fans think they're the best in the world. Their commentators think they're the best in the world. So they
Yeah, but we all know say them fans and them commentators them don't know squad.
No, but hold on, Bujo, let's stop patronizing them. At first, they weren't good. But now, if you look on what they can put on the field,
Yeah,
barring
but
injuries,
that's what me just say. Me just say them have a very good squad.
yeah. So barring injuries, you know what I mean, the Pulisic, you just see when him and Gio Reyna just fall back. He look like he just have an attitude. Like he ready to prove people like
yeah, like you come
The
to
man
kill us.
walk past about 6 Mexican player, like
bro. Like that's what I say, yo. Me have couple obviously people know some me like football or and a couple of them they hate Berhalter. Because them I say, yo, Berhalter is not a good enough coach to have this great team. And they have great talent in that side. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at it and saying them get I mean if them
West
get
Ham
the right
McKinney.
draw, if them get the right draw, I think they can
McKinney
cause
Adams.
Huh?
No, because you don't say McKinney, me say McKinney and Adams in that midfield. Plus
No,
the
no,
young Valencia kid, Yunus Musa, who
Musa.
whenever you see Musa in the ball, it doesn't look like nobody can take him off him ball. You know, it was
Where
just
don't forget Timothy Where.
And what about Pepe too?
Well, that's
young
the thing.
kid from Texas. He's a good goal scorer. Funny
yeah,
enough,
but them have a good squad.
Yeah,
they
the only
do.
thing
Like
I
me
don't
say,
know.
me give them around a 16, depending upon what draw them get.
That's fair enough.
You know, I think they have a better squad than the squad that went to quarterfinals. What was it, 0-2? Because that squad, I mean, yes, you had a Donovan on it and a Beasley, but
No, this squad a big squad. Them have
yeah, man,
players.
this squad have more quality. They have more depth.
So again, it's down to who you draw. Fair enough. It's fair enough. Again, I think that it'll be interesting to see who them play as a number 9. So I'm not sure if Pepe ready yet if he lead the line. You know what I mean?
What about Balogun? You think he ready?
Who that?
Balogun. You know he can play for them.
I know. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know
You
if
see
he
them
go.
attack.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But they need somebody with like a physical, because they have Wally Part, you know what I mean, twinkle toward, you know what I mean, individuals. But I think they need somebody who have some sort of presence.
And that's what surprised me, Shane. The skill level of them wide players and them attacking midfielders these days, like you don't really expect that from USA players, but you know them. I mean, very technical.
Yeah. So I don't know who them players they number 9. But the only other part there, I'm thinking he'd be interested to see them. Bring back
One day I now wish. What name?
who that?
Josh Sargent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a 9. Remember, Sargent is a 9.
Yeah, he's kind of a 9, but
Kinda in a way.
that's what I said. Just bring back Josie Altidore.
Really, Shane.
No, but them have a kid at Ireland though. I forgot what him name. Them did I say them hope him can fill the role, but Papi did I lead him. Pepe did I lead him.
Yeah, talk about Dyke.
Yeah. DK, I saw them call him DK.
DK. And Morris, them still have Jack Morrison to John
They
Morrison.
also had one at Toronto last year, where when Altidore was out, they brought him in. I think he was like 19 at the time. I don't remember his name.
Well, again, we'll see how it goes, Bojo.
Yeah. True. But as Greg said, top 8. If me I pick a top 8, me I put my third team in the mix. Because them never look good in a qualifying yet, but them is a competition team. Whenever them reach competition, like is a different team at operate.
I hear you.
Yeah,
by the way, to correct you, last World Cup Peru didn't get slapped. They beat Australia and they lost to Denmark and France by 1 goal each.
That's exactly what I thought happened.
Yeah, but they beat Australia the first game. So get it together, Bojo.
Well, like I said, I remember them playing France, and I remember that was a tough game.
And even Denmark, they were supposed to beat Denmark, and they play good football. You know.
And I can't believe we really bypassed Denmark too. But Ericsson,
Good squad. So,
Didn't,
we should talk about that. He returned to the
9
same
or something like that.
yeah.
It was the same stadium he had the cardiac arrest that he returned to
Yeah.
and scored, right?
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Ericsson is a tremendous player.
That had to be overwhelming
Why
for him.
who you say you have, Buju? Quarterfinals.
Oh, me never have a listen up. Me just did a say.
He just had two Mexico in there.
There's a true Mexican.
Alright.
We love
I'm a
Mexico.
call on name.
Mexico a bug squad right now. Let me tell you.
Spain,
I know China have a Mexico last time.
Spain, France, the same two from South America.
England.
Yeah, England.
Okay.
Oh.
How much that? 5?
Yeah.
I don't know, Greg. I don't see the African team and make it in the last 8 still, you know.
I'm just being patriotic, so I had to put Africa.
Hopefully one can make it though.
Mm.
All right.
So you still have 3 more from Belgium, Holland, Germany, Portugal.
Yeah, Belgium, Germany, no, Alan. All right. The dark horse, you know.
No, that's 7, you know.
Yeah, me know, so me I go pick a dark horse, you know.
No Portugal?
US man put one.
Wow.
No, I'm not pick US, man. Me have to put...
No Portugal.
Man.
I mean, don't let me pressure you though.
I don't know. I try to think of a dark horse and I can't think of a dark horse right now. You know what I think about that?
South Korea. Put South Korea as a dark horse.
Japan.
South Korea, my man.
Japan have
South
pretty
Korea.
lovely stuff. If you want
South
to
Korea
be
have a
honest.
squad, so with
Nigeria.
Chung Yukin and Hui Chuang or whatever the Wolves play name. I think South Korea have a better
Yeah. Mm.
squad
South
than-
Korea, no Yumin Sang, man.
Song and the one of Wolves. Wang Chi Hang. I think that's his name. Wang.
No,
It's Wang. It's,
Some kind of Hispanic, you know.
no, it's fine. It's Wang.
That's how it goes. All right, Buju, let's wrap this up now. If you can.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah,
Jeez.
about that time.
Golly.
Anyway, that's the show. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Oh, can I say something real quick?
Yes, say it.
You know, I'm not sure now watch female football, but yesterday the Femino Classico. So the women's Champions League was at the quarterfinal stage this week. By Nicolas, Real and Barca played yesterday at the Camp Nou, and they had 91,000.
Record.
No matter of fact,
What
from the game was announced, it was sold out. So 91,000 turned up yesterday to watch Barca and Real. And trust me, you should watch some of the highlights. There were some good goals. This Real Madrid girl scoring from almost half line. You know, if when Beckham or Gerrard or Lampard scored, would have replayed over and over.
Because it would have more meaning, would have more depth to it, you know?
Bad keepers.
Wow, Nick. Wow.
I'm playing.
So Zlatan scored bicycle kick from outside from almost half line and Pickford was
England.
bad keeper.
It was England when
Bro,
they
that
were
was Joe Hart, bro. That was Joe Hart in goal. What do you expect?
Same thing. Joe Hart, Pickford, same thing.
It was Shawcross. It was Ryan Shawcross, remember?
In goal?
Remember?
Wow.
No, it was Joe at in goal.
It was
It was
Ryan
actually-
Shawcross.
think they didn't actually play too. This defender that played for Sierra Leone in African Nation Cup, that was his one game for England. Stephen Clark. He was at Tottenham at the time, I think. Yeah, he was playing that day.
Put it like this: it wasn't England at their best. You had Ryan Shawcross. I think that was his one game.
So much one game, so much one hit wonders it done.
Yep, there wasn't England at their best.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it, Bojo.
Yeah, that's the show.
Let's check out the women's
Thanks
game.
for tuning in. Premier League is back this weekend.
That's what's up with my team.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. Hold on. Question: Is there going to be a Friday game tomorrow?
No.
Saturday, Chelsea playing Brentford.
All right. So let's see if we can do something then tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Quick. All right.
Yeah, quick. About 30 minutes, 1 hour at most.
Yeah. All right. Respect, yo. I gotta go. I have work tomorrow.
All right, bless up.
Respect, yo.